Oh, but I unmuted you first before me, so I was going to start my hello, everybody. And it's because I love how OBS likes to switch my mic and desktop audio in amongst each other. I don't understand that. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to this, oh my god. Welcome to Madness of the Land. I was going to say discussing tabletop. You can tell how busy my week has been. Anyway, welcome to Madness of the Land, D&D. We're going to be playing some. We are missing two people here. Winter couldn't join us today, and Tiv has no power. Hopefully Tiv's power will return, and we'll have him come back on one of our breaks. So, yep, that's it, I think. Right? Why don't we go through the basics of, why don't we go through the basics of characters so I can mute myself while crying child? How's Nokren doing, Tesh?
Nokren's not doing so well.
Citizen of the Empire.
Things have come back from his past that he thought he was past. And yeah, it's not good for him. And he's now dungeon diving to distract himself.
Distract yourself from all the problems. How about Signe? How's she doing?
She went from having people poke at her past to going into complete darkness, so she's not doing nice.
Yeah, no. Clicky, how about you?
Clicky just wants to live.
I'm afraid, Clicky, the chances of that occurring long term, I don't know.
Yes, Clicky knows that if he runs away, humans don't like Clicky. They might kill him. He stays with Nokren. Nokren nice. Yes.
Clicky might have already also heard tales of what's outside the walls, which might be scarier than what's inside the walls, but there's something...
No, Clicky knows nothing. Clicky knows nothing. Don't ask Clicky.
Clicky's going to learn quickly that the castle's probably the safest place, and they're sending him outside anyway. You want to come back? Go do some stuff. Oh, poor Clicky.
Oh no.
It's poor Clicky. Alright, well, when we last left off, they finished up exploring the fire temple, as described it, where they completed all the challenges and learned that, hey, we got a problem here. We can't go farther. We need something that, fortunately, they were able to find, but it's broken. So, some efforts are being made to repair it, get it set up so that you guys can continue with that. But for now, you decided to check out this other excavated dungeon, the one below the area where, in the previous season, your elven wizard found and adopted a banshee child. So, I mean, that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Banshee daughter. Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, that happened. We encountered a banshee. Nearly died in one round, where both the beefy tanks went down in one round. So the next strategy was to negotiate and then accidentally adopt.
It was a hell of a negotiation strategy. Yeah. The poor child who died to abandonment issues, so...
So that's when I learned as a player that banshees can knock you down to 0 health regardless.
It's a save. If you fail, you're dying.
Yeah, AC doesn't matter with those.
Yep.
It's awful. And it wasn't that difficult to save, but...
So, DM,
yes.
just to clarify, the finding the crystal is what our party is trying to do as a backup plan, but they're working on
repairing it otherwise. Yes,
yeah,
you're working on trying to repair it regardless, but you know that the crystal was a component in creating it, a special type of fire agate that's found in cold areas. So it's kind of like an irony kind of thing, So that is where you're at now with that. All right, and so. Last time, I did describe this room that they're currently in. This room is an area filled with statues and carvings of strange and horrible creatures, which are eerily familiar to poor Nokren, reminding him of the statues and carvings of eerie, horrible creatures that they discovered in the city of Evane.
It's real bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like What were they? What were they hybrids of again? They were
very awful hybrids. There were countless, like, they were like strange amalgams of creatures. There's a lot of like insect, arachnid, reptile built in together. I kind of describe them as having, you know, with like slight bits of mammal or even humanoid kind of mixed in at strange points in time to make them look really alien and horrific.
Yep. We don't want to. It's bad. And Nokren is. That's right. Nokren is like, these shouldn't be here. Why are these here? This was under our castle. This came with us from the other place. Why are these here?
Yeah, so that's the thing that you've discovered now, which seems very disturbing. And it seems like the ring of these statues of creatures are kind of like looking at you, like almost greeting you as you enter this room. You kind of explore the room and learn that there are 2 doors leading out of here, but they're directly to your left and right. So it's like the statues themselves don't have any other importance other than greeting you. Because there's nothing else in the back of that room that you guys found. They just greet you. So you want to go left or right?
Good adventurers go left, so we go right.
Before we do that, I just want to throw some acid on one of the statues.
You did already, I think.
You did that. You did that.
Yeah, I know. I dropped it to see if it was a golem. I just want to like try to ruin one now.
You can, sure.
Alright. Like, okay. It's kind of fun. We should break them.
Let's not. Just in case something gets angry. There were ghosts in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so right.
So you'll enter through a door, and there'll be a approximately like 20-25 foot passageway leading to another door.
Shield on.
All right. You'll head down the hall and head into the next room. This room is filled with what appears to be murals and trophies that esteem war and violence. It also has one side winning over the others in the fight. The back of the wall is the most... so sort of like you enter this room and the room goes off to your left. So it's like it looks in shape and size pretty much a repeat of the room you were just in. It's almost like parallel, would they be? Parallel. You know, so it's like
or
you
mirrored.
Mirrored in form. Like the exits here are a little different, but this one's left entrance would be your right, or like the right entrance you took in the other one, kind of thing. You know.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's stretching off to your left as you're entering this room, and in the kind of back wall is a large, monstrous abomination of a creature, leading an army of similarly terrible creatures, crushing hundreds of humanoids in glorious slaughter.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. You can see that there are 2 exits out of here. One that is across from where you entered, not quite perfectly across like it was back in the first room, so it's like a little off-kilter. And you do notice after a second that through the mural of the horrible beast is actually a double door. Straight through him and the hordes.
Oh no.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Actually, can I do a perception for the whole room, actually?
Sure.
I love this shield.
Okay.
I am terrible anyway.
I mean, you're terrible anyway, but you still pick up on some things. One thing you do very easily notice is that some of those things that were depicted back in the past room are represented in some of the horrible abominations that are here.
Like they're being killed, or they're like the warriors? Like they're
the ones fighting.
Like the horde in the back, especially, you can notice some in amongst the horde with this larger creature kind of at the center of it.
So the ones they're killing, they look like the Kalida?
They just look like random humanoids. They're undescript.
Okay. So...
Are there any goblins?
You can't tell.
Okay.
We already know that the halflings existed when they had their things, so you can't tell. If they're small ones, they're just nondescript small ones. So we have a choice: double doors, single.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Wait. Can you hear me? I had a beep and a boop. I can't hear you. Pause for a second. I've lost my ability to hear. Hey, I can hear again. Oh God, what just happened? Mm-hmm. Okay, everything's alright. It was only partially on fire. I don't know why my headphones went out when I was trying to get a cat out of my room. Yes. Sure. Give me an investigation check then. Intelligence investigation. I mean, the floor here is just stone. Okay. Alright, no, the doors just seem, like, normal. You don't see any sign of any kind of damage or, like, any sign that these doors have been forced open a lot. It sounded fine on my end, but I don't know, like, when it comes to the streaming. Let me adjust it a little bit on my end, maybe that might help. Let's just do that there, maybe that'll help. Let me describe how, like, you get sense of scale here. That creature is, like, city-sized that's leading the hordes. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let me just check something quickly on your character sheets to see if something you could possibly roll quickly. Just give me a second here. Okay. Signe. Signe, you can roll religion. Okay. You're not 100% sure, but from the way that, like, everything is displayed in that big mural in the back, you're certain that, especially since, like, you've probably heard some tales from Nokren at this point in time, and the descriptions of these things that seem to be almost like divine guardians, more than likely, the thing that's the really big one is an avatar. Whether it is, like, think of, like, if we talk, like, a good example would be, like, Loth. She has many different avatars that can make different forms. Her true form is that of, like, something like a Drider. This thing is more than likely a avatar of something. Whether or not that reflects its actual form or not is hard to say. So you're picking up that, like, it's literally a god leading an army to purify something. You haven't encountered anything like this. There would have been one character who's retired that may have actually gotten a feeling of that without. Yeah. It's fine that it goes whoosh. For now. Okay. You can do intelligence investigation if you want. No, you don't find any sign of any traps or anything. Alright, so... Okay. Okay, so you enter into the next room. And let me kind of give a description here. This room is a pretty simple one. It extends out similarly in the kind of rectangle shape for maybe 5 feet, allowing for a door to your left and a door to your right. And then it moves forward into like almost triangular into a tip. So I guess... yes. Yeah, you got a pretty good there. There are creatures in here. Let me see if I can look them up quickly here. Or if I've got to, like, get a book or something. Oh, I can get them! It will be initiative. Yeah. Nope. There are 5 small creatures in here that look like... I have... Yeah. It's kind of like a humanoid with kind of thin leathery wings, small horns, kind of mistress style. It's about halfling sized. It's kind of got rough gray skin. It kind of like got like dust and grit that seems to kind of like fall off of it as it moves. Okay, so I got... We'll do descending order. We're skipping those 2. Let me roll slash... I'm going to roll for all of them at once. Let's see what you got for initiative slash dex. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to. No, Dorian Usak effectively told you, we're going to wait here and see about maybe getting someone else. You guys go on, check anything. If you need help, we'll come and help you. Totally. Wink, wink. They really will totally, probably not help you. Anyway, Clicky, what are you going to do? The room is not greatly big. They're maybe like 20 feet away, kind of moving into. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna... There are 5 of these things. Well, okay. Okay. The doors opened into this room, so you kind of like run around to the side, I guess, like kind of behind them. Yeah. Okay, you're going... Yeah. Okay, that leaves to Nokren. There's like two that are a little farther up, then kind of flanked either side by the other two, and one that's a little farther back in the room. It looks like they probably heard you in the other room and kind of got into a formation, but they don't look to be that well organized. Mm-hmm. Certainly to Clicky. Depends on where Signe ends up at. Signe, because you guys are sort of in the doorway to the room, she could probably be still attacked. But Clicky, because he did drop into the back of the other room, definitely yes. Mm-hmm. I remember there's this problem that keeps occurring with this here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, you smack into the first one, and you, like, cleave into its head, as it kind of, like, twitches a little bit, and it poofs an explosion of dust. That kind of just, like, falls to the ground. Within reach of you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we'll go to Signe. Let me know if Fafnir's doing something, because he's right next to you, and you're before them still. So, you just let me know if they're doing anything. So the other one that kind of Nokren was like, bring it, kind of thing. Okay. I do not see anything. Oh, wait, there it goes. It finally showed up. Yes, that does hit. You do some damage to it. Okay. 3 damage. Gotcha. Okay. It's 5. Okay, so the one that's kind of in front of you is going to kind of fly up to right within the polearm range and kind of like breathe deeply and then just spit dust all over all of you. I guess he'll be right at the edge of your polearm range, so no attack. Oh, if they move into your range. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Clicky, you're fine because you... Well, I'm just gonna say you're fine because you moved back. Well, you're not perfectly around the corner. Actually, you could be affected by it, but you get advantage on your save because you're around the corner a little bit. But dexterity saves for everyone. Alright, Clicky, you are fine. The dust kind of like brushes into you, but you brush out of the way. Signe, you can't see anything. You got dust in your eyes. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Nokren is also blinded. Alright. Well, a second one, which was going to do this anyway, is going to move up and also do the same kind of thing. Clicky, give me another save. With advantage. Yeah. It's moving up right next to the other one. Okay, you're good. Alright, let me see here. Okay. Let me roll something here, because the other two are going to stand back and do something here. And it probably won't work, but they don't know that. Yeah. How many hit points does everybody have? Okay. How many you got, Signe?
31.
Okay. Clicky's asleep. Oh, wait, no, wait, no! Wait! How many hit points does Fafnir have? He's asleep and Clicky's awake! Your dragon falls to the ground! Oh, then, yeah, the first one would hit Fafnir and the second one would hit Clicky, so they're both asleep, and the other two are blind! Alright, so, Clicky... I don't think you do. I think someone either has to wake you up or something has to attack you. Alright. So, you're asleep. Nokren, you are blind. You are allowed a saving throw at the end of your turn to try to end the effect. You're just blind. Like the condition. Give me a second here. You automatically fail any check that requires sight. You have disadvantage on attacks, and your and creatures have advantage against you. I mean, you do know where one of them was. Mm-hmm. You can end a condition on yourself, is it? Then yes, you can end the condition on yourself. Yeah, my book's over here. This is blinded condition, so then it would work. Okay. Oh, disease or poison. So this actually wouldn't work on this one. Yeah, let's rest her. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're doing a lightning breath. Alright, okay. So it will make a save. Okay. I'm rolling really good on Tuesday. I'm rolling pretty good already here. Saves, definitely. Let's see here. Sure. I'm gonna roll another d20 here. Okay. Mm-hmm. No. They would not. Take full damage on a fail. Who failed? Anyway. Half damage on succeed. Okay. Fafnir's asleep. Signe, what do you... Oh, Nokren. Roll me, of course, a dexterity save. Mm-hmm. Okay, you get the dust out of your eyes. As you, like, breathe your breath and you're, like, jumping back, you're, like, blinking a lot, and, like, your eyes are watering up, and, like, the dust is finally getting out. You're like, oh, God! Okay, Signe. No, you didn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For what? You haven't used your reaction. That would be it. So you have the reaction for if they do it again, but last turn they trigger your reaction, basically. Yes. You can spend an action waking someone up. Yes and no? Uh-huh. I mean, he could, technically. Alright then. Alright. Mm-hmm. No. No. Okay. Alright. So then they go. Let me roll some things here. Okay. Alright. Yes, you get a dex save. Yeah, you managed to get the dust out of your eyes. So, these guys are jerks, and so, like, the two that kind of moved up are going to move back, and they're going to cast some spells on you. With hopes to work. Nope. And then the other two that were in the back of the room are going to move up to where they were, and guess what? I need another 2 dex saves from you guys. They swap positions to be dicks. No, because you dropping back 5 feet just puts you kind of around the area where Clicky was. Yeah, yeah. They're like, we don't have to be close enough. So Signe's blinded by the first one. Nokren is not. I mean, you can't be blind. You're unconscious, I think. Nokren's not blind. 11 makes it. All right. Clicky's still asleep. Nokren, you're up. You're the only one that's not asleep or blind. I mean, at this point in time, you probably are, like, next to Clicky also, I will say, with how much you've been kind of popped forward, backed up. It would be an action to wake him up. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that puts us to Signe. You could see for a couple of seconds and then everything went bad again. Let me see. No. No. It's closer than you think, but no. You're good. You're good. You're like good. You're like, God damn it. Alright. So they're gonna go. I guess the 2 that are within range of you right now, Nokren. Actually, let me roll some things here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. You they disable people and then beat them up, and they've been trying to disable you, but it's really hard, apparently. Yeah, it doesn't do damage, it just blinds you for a minute, and you keep making saves. Alright, so the two that... actually, no. So one of them is going to move the 5 feet up to you, Nokren, and it's going to try to claw at you. What's your current... yes. That will hit. No, that one moved back. So you do... okay, so that one will take some damage. He's gonna roll an attack against you. He will miss with his claws. Okay, the other 3, including the one that's kind of like in your range, is going to actually breathe, positioning that they're only trying to hit you with their cone 3 times, since you seem to be the one that's actually a threat. Yeah, they're concentrating the crap out of you. They're like, we don't like this thing. Yeah, they're just trying to keep him out of the picture. Okay. Clicky, you're up. You're lying on the ground as, like, at this point in time, because of the way they're angling themselves, you're not getting hit by these breath weapons, but you can just see, like, dust and dirt flying all over the place. You're like, oh god! It's like Sandstorm on poor Nokren, you know? He's just like, oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh, you could probably hit all of them. There's one that's right up next to Nokren, and a couple up, and like the other 3 are positioned. So, yeah, the other 3. No, actually, no. The one that's next to Nokren, you probably couldn't get. The other 3 positioned themselves so they could all angle their breath weapons not to hit their ally, and that was about it. That was the reason why only Nokren got hit by it, because they're like, we're just gonna let you murder him. We'll just make sure you can. Okay, let me roll a couple here. Oh, okay. Let me roll some things here. Anyway. Okay. They kind of like, you hit them, they like smell it and they look like they don't like it, but none of them seem particularly like bad. Yeah. Nokren, you're up. You're blind again. There is one in your face who's been trying to claw at you that you're like holding up your shield as it's like, or you're like holding up your like armor, like, your armored arm as it's like crawling at the armor. You know, it's like hissing at you. You just... You did hit with the pike end, though. Oh god. Okay, shit. Yes, actually have to make the con save against it exploding because you're already blind, and that's what would happen. So it's a radius of it, like it's a very short radius, so it would be like right next to it kind of thing, and Nokren is still right next. Yeah, you can't get blinder, but like you like feel as you like smack into it while blind, like you're just flailing about almost, like you hear like another thing of dust. You're like, oh my god! Ah! Give me a dex save then to see how you're doing. Signe, were you still blind? I don't know if you're still blind. Okay. You got unblinded again, and because you didn't seem like a threat, they weren't doing anything to you. They put people to sleep and blind them. These guys are dicks. Oh my god, poor Clickie's gonna be traumatized more. I don't know. Actually, this is like this might. I'm gonna roll a d6 here and figure out which one it is. It's okay. It's okay. You blast off in that direction. Alright. Let me roll some stuff here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They only recharge on a 6! They keep rolling 6s! Oh my god! Hey, Nokren's already blind! The thing is, Nokren's killing stuff, so they're still gonna do it, but this time, like, they're probably gonna, like, position it so they can get the Signe 2 again. So the two that got it back are gonna do that, and the other one is going to, totally try to murder Nokren then. He has advantage. Ooh. He rolls 2d20 because Nokren is blind. Oh my god! Look, they do crap for damage, so here's his mighty critical. 6. No, mighty critical is 6. As it like claws like at your throat at like the armor and gets them in there a little bit, so you kind of got like scratches on your neck now, and it's like very unpleasant. Anyway, you're still blind. I guess, Signe, give me 2 dexterity saves. Clicky, you moved back. You're fine. Oh, God. Yeah, you're blind. You're blind. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're blind. Anyway, Clicky, what are you going to do? You don't really know that? There's more dust, like, getting in everything? Because I don't think you ever were blind. You were just asleep. So you don't even know that they can blind you with this. It just looks like they're buffering everybody with dust. It looks like they're having trouble, like... Yeah, he actually is staring at them. And it does look like he's hitting stuff. And it does look like they're hitting stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh no, the one that attacked you stole the one that had a hunter mark. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, finally Clicky fires a shot at the one that has the hunter's mark, which has been injured a couple of times, as it's like clawing at your throat, and it just like sticks the crossbow bolt like through its head, as it then puffs into dust again in front of you. Oh. Yeah. Hey! You've killed 3 already. That's only 2 left. You've got numbers advantage. Nokren. Okay. Sort of. If you went back to where you were, you could maybe try to hide because you're around the wall. Okay. Yep. Make a stealth, please. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nokren, give me a dexterity save. Yes. Clicky's knocking you with dust and stuff got the dust loose from your eyes. Also, Clicky's like... I'm just gonna check to see if they could see you anyway. No, they certainly do not notice you. Okay. That actually hits. Okay. It is injured. Still up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Signe, you are blind. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna roll to find out which one it is, because you were blind. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 is one Nokren's fighting, and the other one... So you hit the other one. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see how... Oh my god. Okay, they don't return! Mm-hmm. No. They're going to... Okay. They're going to both fly over and go after Signe. Let's say one of them does. Okay. Okay. You kill that one. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. And the other one does not hit Signe, because he rolls a 5 and a 2 on his disadvantage attack against the... Or were you still blind? Or did you unblind? Oh, yeah, you were. Yeah, so against disadvantage, it rolls a 5 and a 2, and certainly does not hit you. Clicky? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Hey, it doesn't know you're there, you advantage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you fire at the last one, which happens to be the one that Nokren put Hunter's Mark on before. Which happens to be the one that, like, because of the way it moved back, it was the one that you didn't get an attack on. The other one was a little farther off to the side, and you got the attack on that one, killing it. As it's trying to, like, claw at Signe, kind of, like, close to her, but not close enough, you line up the shot, like, shoot it in the chest, it puffs into dust, and the room is quiet once more. Well, okay then. It's like body warm too. It's not like just like warm. Because the thing is, you probably aren't actually getting wet because it's prestidigitation. It just has that feeling. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any... Okay. Fafnir had spent a minute just being like, what? He's like lying in a pile of dust, you know, like half buried. Yeah, like you wake it up and it like just like it's that explosion of like something was lying in dust, so it's like poof, like all over the place, and like the like for like the effort of like what's going on, huh? Oh. Okay. Okay. You look around the room, and it looks just to be like a... doesn't seem to be anything else in here. It just seems like these things were almost stationed here, in a way. Creatures of dust. I mean, you have a little knowledge at this point in time. Maybe this might have been some kind of guard room of these things. And it almost seems like maybe, like, handlers might have been assigned with him at one point in time, who aren't here anymore, who would have been effective with them. They... Okay. technically dust and dirt, so it's like sand. It's sand and grit that you're like they maintain. Maybe. Okay. So just like a lot of the other rooms, you've had the choice of going left and right. Technically, last time you had left, right, and forward, and you went forward through double doors, but, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was to the right of where you came in, though, yes. Oh, wait. Your map is slightly inaccurate. Just, like, flip the direction of the point thing. Kind of what it would be. From how you did it. Because you went in and went, right. Yeah. Oh, the double doors was to the left. Not to the right. Yeah. So you went right then left kind of thing, yeah. Yeah. That would be indeed to your left. Okay. They're probably sitting like just there in like piles of dust, you know, because they sure. It is a similar hallway to the first one you went through, similar length and similar shape. So it's like it mirrors the hallway you had been in before. All right. So you head forward. You can go to the next set. Like you go through the hallway, and you go into the door, which you now know would be like the opposite wall than the room you had been first came into. You have drawn it correctly now. Yes. There you go. Yep. The room that you come to looks exactly like the one you were just in. Mm-hmm. But it would be like under the other one, you know, like so they're like lined up. Yeah. And it has a door on the opposite side of it, just like the other one. Otherwise, there seems to be nothing in here. Nope. You don't see anything. Like it's empty. Yeah, it just looks like an empty room. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. No. Okay, yeah, no, the room just looks empty. Oh yeah, you got to the edge. You did, like... you could have squished them a little together more, but that's fine. You know. That's fine. That's fine. You can proportion this as needed. Oh yeah, I see what you did. Oh god, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's mostly on fire. Okay. There. When you all get about halfway through the room, you hear a clicking noise coming from both doors. When you get close to the... Oh, sorry. I'm trying to move these, not mark them. When you're getting close to, like, over here. Like that, the opposite side, like right over here. Yeah. No, you haven't even exited this room. And something is happening. Well, something will happen and then you can make your check. Let me roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's against Nokren. Okay. Okay. Seemingly swinging out from somewhere in the wall, from like a almost like indiscriminately hidden slash that you now can notice. A blade like just juts out, swinging into you. Oh, it'll hit you. They rolled an 18. You'll take 8 damage. All right. What are all of you doing? You now notice there seems to be these kind of strange slashes all over the place that you didn't notice before. Like, these were little, like, things that you could have probably seen if you were looking, if you had, like, done better on your perception check earlier. But now that you, like, saw where one came from, you can kind of begin to notice them. They're, like... coming out of the holes in the wall. It seems mechanical in nature. Give me another perception check. Oh my god. Yeah, no, you can't, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything. Signe, what are you doing? This clicky is hitting the dirt, so to say. Mm-hmm. Sure. It would be perception. Nope. Okay. Okay. Signe, you can enjoy 10 damage. Oh, I have to roll something else here. Okay. Okay, I just rolled some. Okay, sure. Alright, you investigate around. I'll tell you the results of it in a second. Nokren, what are you doing? Okay. Kang! Make a strength check. They heard a clicking noise. Clang! Signe, what are you doing? Sure? Yeah, sure. You hit it, it's a door, I guess. But, let's roll some damage. Okay, clicky. You do notice a lot of the places where the kind of like areas where this trap is coming out from. It seems that they're kind of all over the place, and it does seem like the blades are coming out specifically to target the center of mass of one of you, almost. You do see what looks to be like maybe like a little movable stone, like a stone that's slightly different near the door you came in on. Okay, you'll be running back to hit that, and let me roll for this round of stuff that's going on. It just hates Signe. It does not hit Signe, though, I don't think. What is your AC? Then you are not hit by it. As a blade kind of like comes out at you again. Clicky, you certainly can check out what you find over there now. There seems to be a little switch in there. Yeah. The rest of you will do something, but it seems like as you like go to hit the door again, you hear a clicking noise as he clicks that. And everything seems quiet in the room. Okay. And you'll make it out. And there's another hallway, similar to the last one, as you expected. But why don't we take our break here, though, as you're heading to the next room. She took max damage from the thing. Yeah. Hey, you actually almost lived through all the rounds I was gonna do before attacking. Alright, anyway. We'll take a break now. Haven't heard from Tiv yet, so I'm going to assume that his internet is still... His power is still down. They apparently, pole got knocked down, so they're trying to repair it, and we don't know how long that's going to take! So maybe we can get him in still before the end of the session, but for now, we're going to take our first break. Yes, and you're not sure if it's permanently disabled or if it resets after a certain point in time. It was a The thing is, it was a mechanical trap with magical sensors. So it used magic to basically detect people in it, but it was a mechanical trap in nature. A little combination of magic and mechanics to make it extra deadly. Those weren't constructs you fought. Oh, upstairs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had some constructs upstairs. Yeah. Did either of you have Arcana? The Arcana people could have rolled against those creatures. Yeah, why don't you roll that quick? Well, we'll get it back. We'll take the break. Snack, bathroom, drink, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, so... See you in a little bit, folks. Okay.